Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm proud to present an actually working Paladin deck. So after the Paladin buff, after the Elder Attendant was buffed into this 1 mana 1/3, I of course ventured into looking, okay, what sort of Paladin decks can I build? And some of the first decks stands like 50% win rate and 50% win rate and just struggling to succeed. But then I built this one and I actually had 70% win rate with this, so this one worked really well. The concept itself is not completely novel. There's Salhead's Pride draw package in this, so you have Salhead's Pride, Novice Engineers, Loot Hoarders, Blood Mage Talons, just a lot of early draw. Salhead tutors those out, they draw more cards, you just draw through your deck. And because it's not a pure list, then that also allows you to use Wild Pyromancers for board clears, and it allows you to put in some neutral win conditions as well. So while building this deck, I of course went through all the statistics of all the available decks that people had built with this concept, and noticed that there were lots of bad cards being used. Cards like Bronze Explorer, for example, which essentially contributes nothing to this particular type of deck. So when I built this deck, I wanted to not play bad cards and I wanted to play good cards, and I added 1 copy of Equality, which I haven't seen anyone else use, because when you already have the Pyromancers and the Consecrations, then 2 Librams of Justice just aren't quite enough to support all of that, so adding in 1 Equality on top means that I have much more board clear power. Because this is a deck that draws rapidly through the deck, then has some late game threats, so I want to have multiple board clears so that I can clear that board a few times before I need to start working on my own threats. And in play, the actual real win condition of the deck often turns out to be Lady Liadrin, because Lady Liadrin gives me back my Librams of Hope, and Librams of Hope are just really good when they're discounted. So the large majority of the games that I just win by playing 8 taunts with Divine Shield and healing myself for 8 at the same time. And also part of this slower rolling concept is that Amber Watchers are important in the deck, because that healing is key. I didn't want to include the lifesteal spell, I felt that it was a little bit too slow and too unreliable even with the Pyromancers. But running the Amber Watchers instead gives me a really well-statted body for its cost as well as some healing power. Then what I feel is the weakest part of this deck is its other endgame win condition. In this particular list that would be 2 copies of Exotic Mount Seller. Of course the concept itself sounds good in theory. You have Exotic Mount Seller and you have 3 Librams of Wisdom, so you play the Mount Seller and you play some Librams of Wisdom and you summon some beasts. And you can even distribute those Librams, you can just play Libram into Beast, Libram into Beast, Libram into Beast. So you don't have to just keep buffing the Mount Seller, you can spread the buffs around and have a really nice and balanced board, and occasionally it does work out real well. But overall I was hoping to find some sort of other endgame win condition than the Mount Seller. So I tried playing with stuff like Dragon Queen Alexstrasza for example, but that wasn't doing any better than the Mount Seller. It wasn't exactly bad, but it also definitely wasn't an improvement. So at most it was a side grade, and at worst it was a small downgrade. While I draw through the deck pretty quickly, I don't really want to go into fatigue, so I don't really want to go with like Jeff Nomi. Zepress, well, if Dragon Queen Alex isn't good enough, then Zepress kind of isn't good enough. There just aren't that many great, real endgame win conditions available for Paladin. Thinking about cards like Tyrion, they just don't do enough in the current meta. You put like 6/6 stats on the board for 8 mana, and opponents put like 20/20 stats on board for 8 mana. That's just the way the game goes nowadays. So in the end, double Exotic Mount Seller was the list that performed best for me. I could not find a better win condition for this, and after all I did have a 70% win rate. So it's not like the deck was bad, it's just that I felt that it could be better if I could just find a better win condition. As for the mulligans with this deck, there are 2 cards that you always want to keep. Those are the Elder Attendant and the Salhead's Pride, just getting into that card draw. Then if you're up against something with aggressive, Murger becomes a great keep, because Murger is a great early game minion. And if you have an Elder Attendant, then you can keep stuff like Hand of Adal, Libram of Wisdom. Cards that buff up that Elder Attendant. It just works really well. Then just try to get your draw engine going and get to your win conditions. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. I also live stream on Twitch 6 days a week, so check down below in the description for a link to my Twitch channel. And now, let's go take a look at this Libram Paladin in action. Can't afford to keep equality, I think. I just need to find card draw. Need to draw pretty quick because the Druid can go real fast. And I would probably need a Consecration first because, like, turn 4, turn 5, there can be a board full of 2/2s. The bigger minions come a little bit later. Really hope that will be a good performing Paladin deck now. Yeah, this seems relatively promising. I also have a more aggressive pure Paladin list. That needs to wait a little because I need to start drawing. Drawing is important. Yeah, next turn, Attendant and Loot Hoarder. Druid mulliganed everything away, and there was no Fungal Fortunes. I assume some kind of Spell Druid or Malygos Druid or something. So Loot Hoarder first, because it's conditional draw. He's not going to have a silence anyway, so that means that I will be able to get the draw out of that. Now there could be the Overgrowth. Well, it wouldn't even tell me much. Every Druid deck runs that, right? Does he even want to give me the draw? Maybe. Maybe it's fine. I found a Consecration, that's good. We draw a card again. I could coin this out. There's Talon's Loot Hoarder and Murger in it. But if I coin that out, will I be able to do... Because Libram 3, 7 mana. I don't dare to coin it out. I think I need to get the discounts on these, because really scary things can happen very suddenly against the Druid. That luckily wasn't one of those really scary things. But I will deal with this with a Consecration, right? I believe so, yes. We'll need something more for the next one.
Options.
This one needs to be consecrated.
If you're sure.
I think I have to coin the Loot Hoarder out there. I need to get more draw. 2 Pyromancers and another Consecration in the deck. 3 more cards that clear boards. Still don't know what the Druid archetype is. Well, losing a Mountseller, that's good. I still don't know what the Druid archetype is, because they tend to put these Mountselers doing like everything. I need to get to the Pyromancer. Probably, but you... What? That was... What? Don't throw your stuff away. Now there's only another Sulhead Sprite and the Talnos in this Sulhead Sprite. But I mean, we're still playing it. Put a lot of stuff on this board. Let's go. 2 Shamans beat something quite consistently. Well, the Totem Shaman beats Druid. That's about it, I guess. We'll see. Once there's some time to really fix the current Shaman. So it could still be Malygos or some kind of big thing. Now there's only the Talnos in this Sulhead Sprite left. Oh dear. He could have had the taunt on this. Alright, so I have equally, then I have 2 Librams. There's 2 Pyromancers and a Consecration left in the deck. Now I also picked up the Talnos, so there's nothing left in this Sulhead Sprite. Yeah, of course there isn't. I picked it up from the other Sulhead Sprite. So I just want to clean up my hand a little bit here. Play this, play that, Hero Power here. Hit the Druid in the face a little. See what happens. 3 out of 14 for board clear cards. We'll see. So much good stuff is still there. Both Truth Seekers too.
So many
scary times. I mean, as long as the minions stick on the board, I can just like Equality or Libram and use the minions to trade. So that's also an option. I still don't know the Druid target type exactly. Yeah, nothing left for that one to draw. Well, there is going to be a Serra in that Druid deck, that's for sure. That's always going to happen. And that was just going to the face, isn't it? Why do you trade? What do you gain from the trade? Don't even know. Not enough mana to try to go with Mount Cellar. Haven't found the Librams of Wisdom. Haven't found the Hands of Adal. Haven't found Pyromancers. I think I need an 8/8 here. Let's just get the 8/8 on the board. And chill. 3 out of 12 are board clear cards. 2 Pyros and a Consecration. I have all the other 3 pieces. All the other 3 pieces here. So there's going to be the Usera in that deck. So there's going to be plenty of boards because of the portals. What else is going to be there? If there's a Twin Tyrant, there could be the Malygos. Alexstrasza Malygos. Alexstrasza is almost certainly there. So I need some healing to deal with that. But then there's the Usera. There's always the Usera. I need to be careful with the board clears. I need to catch as many portals as I can. I have 3 board clears. Moonfire's a little surprising. Really uncertain about this deck. Truth Seeker is good. So I could kill the Twin Tyrant. Is there benefit for doing so? 11 cards and 3 of them are the board clears. So I kind of don't even want the Murger in the deck. I think I'm just going to Truth Seeker and Hero Power and chill. I don't want to throw Murger into the deck right now. We're going to see about, I mean, sometimes there's like Starfall or something, but not always. Why did he have to get the Death Rattle Dragon? 5 portals left in the deck. But I still don't know if there's Malygos.
No more niceties.
Still do not know. That for draw? Probably, yeah. I would be ready to use a board clear, I believe. If I could find one. 11 cards in the deck, 3 of them are board clears. I could do like Mount Cellar, Libram of Justice. Face tanking, this isn't that attractive though. Neither is spending the Libram of Justice. But I think I will have to. What else can I do? I'm not getting to my board clears here. If I just play the Truth Seeker and I don't get a board clear next turn, it's 3 out of 11.
I supply only
Has to be the Mount Southern Libram. There's even a chance to pick up a rush minion like that. Even a chance to pick up a rush minion. Still don't know if there's Malygos. There is certainly an Alexstrasza in the deck. Certainly. Five portals left. Half of his remaining deck is portals. He's not drawing the portals. Needs one more damage. He spent both rats already, and a crystal power, and a moonfire. Well, there's still a Bog Beam. More crystal powering. Even like an Iron Bark in emergency. Well, he can just face tank the Mount Seller. Just need to buy more time. Now that I've shuffled some stuff into my deck, I'm even further away from getting the good stuff. Oh dear, another Glowfly Swarm. That can be a problem. Do I now have to use the Pyromancer? Oh, I hate to do that. How many Savage Roars are in that deck? Are there even Savage Roars in that deck? Can I just play Amber Watcher and Aldor this turn? See him potentially burn a bunch of Dream Portals. I think that's the best way to potentially win this one. Go to 30, have a taunt on the way. See some portals burn. Burn portals, burn. One portal. 4 portals left. Oh dear.
How curious.
Okay, so no Savage Roaring or anything of that sort.
I bring life and
Bit of Alexstrasza, okay. But there can be a Malygos. And there's still a Moonfire. And there's still a Swipe. I'm not even certain if it is a Malygos list or not. The Librams are fully discounted. So if I play Lady Liadrin, I will get a Libram of Hope that will cost 3 mana. But he will have these on the board. But I can't just throw away all my resources now. Because there's 4 more portals coming from the deck. So we're going to take that one Libram of Hope. Go to 20. And have the 8/8 taunt defending me. And I don't even know if there's a Malygos in this list or not.
no more nice.
I just don't know. I've seen the rats, I've seen the swipes, I've seen the Bog Beams. But he didn't draw a portal again, so there's 4 portals still left there. So it still hurts to use board clears. Unless he draws. If he draws, I'm fine with going with a board clear. 2 more portals left though. Still 2 more.
Sands of time run low.
So next turn he will get the board of the portals. Guaranteed. The portals are guaranteed. Another Libram of Hope will keep me alive. Then I can go for a board clear. Now we're going to do this.
My cards are
We
low.
get the remaining 2 portals out there.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Alright.
Sands of time run low.
There's a Malygos. But Malygos is not enough to kill me, right? Because Malygos doesn't just... I mean, it's only 6 damage from the Moonfire. And now I've seen both swipes, I've seen both Moonfires, I've seen the Malygos,
Victory is yours.
and we take the game. I think this is fine. Let's try this. See about that priest. Well, priest can definitely clear a lot of boards. I don't think I'm coining anything out. Like if this was the Mount Sever, wouldn't it be a little bit better here? Maybe. Topic, I recently a 30-game win streak with Highlander Hunter. Yeah, Highlander Hunter is just crazy good right now. It's really awesome. Argent Commander. That's not a board, that's a minion. I need a card that generates a board, preferably. There's a chance that this gets Shadow Madnessed. But I think I'll take that chance. If there's Shadow Madness, he's going to use it now to steal the Talnos. So there is no Shadow Madness in
I
hand.
cannot wait to read these.
Cheap Librams. Sweet. Kill that. Priest in the face a little. Do I play the Murger? I might as well. Let's play the Murger. Give that one. Bender! Subscribed. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. And Attendant. Yeah, I do like Attendants. Attendants are a lot of fun. I also want to draw cards. 8 cards in hand, 19 cards in deck.
I cannot wait
I
to
play the
read these.
Attendant. Play the Salhead's Pride. So, Salhead's Pride. Trade that one away. It fades a little bit. 7 cards in hand. Going to 9 cards potentially from that, if it draws the 2 Loot Hoarders. Well, there's 2 Loot Hoarders and Salhead's Pride for the Salhead Pride to draw. I expect some kind of board clear spell now. I saw 1 Toadstool already, so the prime isn't that terrible there. 10 cards, my hand is full. That's a little awkward. I guess I want to play the Truth Seeker. And probably like coin a Loot Hoarder out there while I'm at it. Let's do something like this. Just get rid of some cards in hand. There's only 1 Loot Hoarder left in the deck for the Pride. But I couldn't just play the Pride and stuff, because my hand was too full. Ah, he gets the Galagrund. Alright, it's been invoked once so far. Alright, that's okay. 8 cards in hand, 9 cards in hand. I'm gonna just play everything here.
I hope you like my invention.
Just playing it all out there. Hitting the priest in the face a little. He could have, like, Soul Mirror. Nice apotheosis, I guess. Has to be accompanied by a Breath of the Infinite, maybe? Well, there could be a Breath of the Infinite. Do I want to use a Libram now? I totally could. I know he has Galagrund in hand, but I also know it's been invoked only once. He hasn't. It doesn't look like he has had board clears in hand, but he might have found some. I think I'll go with the Libram now. I can even face tank that Kronks because I can use an Amber Watcher here. And these are going face. Like this. Hit him in the face a little. Alright, next move. Priest's hand is full. So many cards. Haha! Nice thought steal. Nice thought steal indeed. Do I spend an equality to get through that? Then I have only one Libram of Justice left. I guess it's okay. I'll do that. Don't want to draw the card now. I kind of want to draw the Loot Hoarder with the Salhead's Pride. Let's draw the Loot Hoarder with the Salhead's Pride. I'll use that draw too. I'm just going to find some board clears soon. Might already have some. Ten cards in the priest's hand. Too many resources for the priest. Mass Resurrection. Bringing back the 8/8. Well, that was unexpected, I guess. Just a little bit unexpected.
Hey, give me that.
And that would be a hand for Dahl. Let's do a double trade and Libram of Hope here. Let's see about that. I can do a hand for Dahl over here, it's fine. Hit in the face a little bit. But some major board clears. And Priest should be finding them by now. Ah, that was a good time rip. Now Galagrund has been invoked twice, so it's a little bit stronger. Also the breath. Alright. Ah, Light was going to heal him up too. Fine, fine. Let's play the Murgle Prime now. I mean, there's still Soul Mirrors and stuff left for the Priest. I think I'll hit into the Light Wall too. It might heal itself. But it doesn't. Okay, Priest should have another tool to deal with these, of course. Typically there is. It could even be a Highlander Priest. It could be a Zepris. Plague of Death isn't a card that's very commonly running Priest nowadays, but sometimes they do. Alright. Both Librams of Wisdom are still in the deck. It's a little bit awkward. I think I'm just hero powering here. Because if I play the Amber Watcher, it's too good of a Galagrund. But it looks like I just don't have what it takes right now. I haven't been able to deal enough damage. I haven't been able to push the way I wanted to. Well, there's the first Libram of Wisdom. Dragon Queen is active, and I've seen a Plague of Death. There could be a Soul Mirror left. But he's only halfway through his deck. I guess we're going to check with the Dragon Queen. I'm playing it all out there. Then we'll see about the Soul Mirror. Is it there? Because I've seen the Kronks, I've seen the Plague of Death. So not that, but oh boy, double Moark into some Penancing. I've seen a Holy Nova and I've seen a Breath, but is there another Breath? There was another Breath. Okay, well, we got rid of those. That's at least something. I would need to find the Mount Cellar, I believe. Just casually Libram hoping a little bit here. And Amber Watchering and Hero Powering. I haven't used any Librams of Wisdom yet, so Liadrin is going to give me 2 Librams of Hope. So there's Consecration, Libram of Justice and Mount Cellar in the deck. Ah, Shadow Word Death. Most excellent pick up there.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Okay, so that's also Consecration, Libram of Justice or Mount Cellar. Ah, gets the Libram. That's tough. Oh, there's my Mount Cellar. He could have a second Libram, of course. Well, things can always happen. It's time to go with the Mount Cellar. Or do I want to like Liadrin first? 7 cards in hand. I'm going to get 4 cards. 6 cards. If he has like Murozond, he can just win. Well, we'll see about that. I'm going to a couple of these. Play the Liadrin. Get one of these going. Then one of these over there. Trade that away. Try something like this. So I can get a couple of Librams back from that one, potentially. Cannot be used. Shadow Madness cannot be used. So that's an advantage. Soul Mirror is left in his deck. He could have another Libram of Justice from my deck. He does. But then he needs to have a Holy Nova. I've seen both Breath of the Infinites. Well, he can have a Consecration from my deck, right? He can still have a Consecration from my deck. Yeah, he had a Consecration from my deck. So pretty excellent steals, I have to say. Then I obviously have to go in with the Mount Cellar.
I supply only the finest creatures.
Only the finest creatures, you know. Some Libram of Wisdoming over here. There's some Libram of Wisdoming over there. I suppose we do some more Libram of Wisdoming over there. Then we could do a little bit of Hand of a Darling over here.
That was imaginative.
Yeah, and then we're going to squelch him. Let's see. So Soul Mirror. There's also a bunch of good priest things he could have. Ah, he was able to discover a random Plague of Death. Well, that was really strong. I guess he might win now. Just random stuff. I mean, he discovered randomly 4 additional board clears. And then I just kind of didn't have enough stuff at that point. Yeah. I can see how that can happen. Yeah, now I don't have enough damage left, so we can concede this one. This Hand of Adal might be a little bit too slow. Let's see. Well, this is even slower. If that's somehow possible. Hunter kept everything. It's getting a little scary. Oh, it's a face hunter. Well, this is a super favored matchup, but my draw is one of the worst possible draws. So maybe the face hunter will be able to do it. We'll see. I need to start top decking some early game cards, I suppose. Yeah, this draw really isn't going where I want it to go. But we'll see, we'll see. I have a bunch of healing here. I have a taunt that reduces the cost of Librams. I just need to kill this immediately. I think I do. I believe it's important. I'll just kill it right away. Prevent that damage. He obviously has the beast that was buffed, so could be a 4-5 face stalker that he can play here. I don't have much of a response to that one now, but I will eventually find the Librams and stuff. Oh wait, 2-3 face stalker, alright. That doesn't bother me too much yet. What bothers me more is that my draw is pretty weak. As you can see, majority of the deck is this cheap early card draw. And I didn't find a single piece of that. As long as he doesn't roll Huffer, okay. Now this has to be the Truth Seeker now. And no attacks yet. Next turn has to be a Consecration. There could be Freezing Trap, there could be Pack Tactics. We'll see. And that's a big lion. Can I afford to play another Truth Seeker here? I think I can, yeah. It's probably better than the Amber Watcher, right? There's a lot of damage coming in though. I can potentially lose this game. It will be such a shame. Because this matchup is insanely favored for me, but this was one of the worst possible draws. Because as you can see, I didn't draw a single card from the early game. So could be a 3/3 boar. Could be another lion. Could be the porcupine. I mean, it is a card game. In card games, sometimes you don't win even if you're heavily favored. It can totally happen. Does he have a Terron? Not a Terron. Well, that's at least good news. If I consecrate these, I take 6. That's probably too much. So I have to play an Amber Watcher instead. And buff it up a little bit. Like this. I can do another Amber Watcher next turn. If he doesn't have Terron, I'm fine. Right. Not enough room for a Pack Tactics to spawn. Now there would also be a Libram of Hope. So not enough room for the pack tactics. There could be a freezing trap. We'll see about that one soon.
Just make it.
Down to 12. So that's 8, that's 11 damage right there. So I want to play the... So 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 damage, yes. That's going to be Pyromancer. And the Libram of Hope. And then buff up that one a little. I go down to 9. But he has only 2 cards there. So unless they're both kill commands, I should still be okay. I can do Amber Watch next turn to heal up for another 8. And I know there's no freezing trap. But there could be pack tactics. So then this becomes 4 damage. I don't want there to be pack tactics, right? Can I trigger an explosive trap? What if there's a misdirection? Misdirection could inadvertently kill me. There's a chance to die to a misdirection. We'll see about that in the very near future. So I'm going for the heal here. Then we hit. There's at least an explosive trap, but I'm not sure about the second secret yet. Was not a misdirection. Good. Then we do it like this. So I'm at 11. He might have something to kill the Ancient Guardian now. He does indeed. Another explosive trap. So that means I need to play Lady Liadrin here. So I have lethal damage, do I not? Because I can buff all of these up so that they cannot be killed by the... Let me just hand a Fadal there. I can even drop the Librams on this one. Then this one alone is lethal. So then I can hit this one in, so even if there's a misdirection, there's no way for this to kill me or do anything bad. And then this one is guaranteed to go through and go to the face. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.